it's 'tis the season and whatnot, so that means I have to be talking about Christmas now. Alrighty, so Christmas. It's a grand old holiday that everybody loves to celebrate. That most people love to celebrate. Why is this holiday so gosh dilly dang popular? So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Why is Christmas popular and why do so many people celebrate it? Alright, so I'm in my completely real room right now, and that tree right there is the most realistic tree you'll probably ever see. You'll ever see. That tree, it real. Alrighty, so, why is Christmas so popular? So what I'm going to be talking about is just everything, most things about Christmas, everything that I can think off the top of my head, because that's just how I'm going to be recording this video today. So why don't we begin? Again, I've been saying why don't we begin for like 5 minutes now, so why don't we actually begin? Alright, the first thing you'll probably encounter the most during the season are Christmas decorations. People absolutely go insane over these things. Because they're pretty. Look at that house. It's very good to look at. So a really fun thing you're able to do during the season is just go out in your car, go out into a random neighborhood and just sit there for about 30 minutes looking at one house because they have like a fun radio station playing Christmas music and the Christmas lights are interacting with the music. So you spend, way too long at this one house and then you move on to another house that you spend another 30 minutes out because it's very fun to look at. I don't know if you're able to hear that, but my dog was choking a little bit. Why are you choking? Anyways. Alrighty, so instead of looking at Christmas decorations, why don't we decorate the house? Which is another really fun thing-ish to do. You can just go to a store of literally any kind and find a Christmas decoration and, just grab a couple of lights, throw that onto your roof, and then boom, your house is all Christmassy. If you want to go extra crazy, you can get an inflatable or two and put that in your front yard. Some people like to put this tree that has lights on it. People really love to decorate trees with lights on it. I don't know why. And there's also this light tower that looks like a tree, which is also really cool to look at. I think they're called light trees. I don't know what they're called, actually. I haven't looked it up. But honestly, Christmas decorations is a really good reason why to love Christmas. You get to look at these things and be like, oh my god. Alrighty, so the next thing about Christmas would be the songs. Oh my god, some of the most popular songs of all time are Christmassy songs. Because you can't go living a life without knowing Deck the Halls or Jingle Bells. If you've never heard Jingle Bells, then I don't know where the heck you're doing. But honestly, all these songs are insanely fun. 99.9% of these songs. Probably because 99.9% of these songs are a remake off of 5 songs or something. But there are some, people, making new songs, but, it's just easier and funner to just remake Jingle Bells a couple of times. Because, it's Jingle Bells. It's just a really good song. But, Christmas songs are a really good reason why to love Christmas as well. You get to just say, Alexa, play Christmas music everywhere, volume 10. And then just, chillax with nice hot cocoa while listening to some Christmas music. I'm sorry if I made your Alexa. I'm sorry if I made your Alexa go start playing Christmas music at volume 10 everywhere. I don't know what's wrong with them. But that is Christmas songs. My voice. Ooh, what the heck? That was weird. But anyways, that was Christmas songs. Let's see. What is another great, fantastic reason why to love the season? Oh yeah, people love trees for some odd reason. I don't really know what's up with trees, but Christmas is all about trees. Everybody is obsessed with this thing that's usually outside. People love to go out into the forest, cut down the perfect sized tree, pick it up, put it on top of their car, drive home, and then shove that dead tree in their living room for about a month. I don't think that's really the best thing to do, but people love it for some odd reason. And if you don't like having a real tree in your living room, but you still want a tree because, it's the Christmassy thing to do, you can buy one of these fake plastic trees, like this one that I have right here. Because this one is 100% a fake plastic tree and not a fake digital tree. This tree is 100% made out of real human earthling plastic. So good. So people love their trees, and people also love to put little glass orbs or other funny little fancy shapes onto these trees all over. They love to cover these trees in fragile little stuff. I don't really know why, because, if you have a cat, you can kind of see why that would be a bad idea. But, And people also love to grab this string with a whole bunch of little, tinier string on it. I don't really know what the wording there is, but they love to grab that stuff and then wrap the tree up with that as well. And also lights, more lights, put more lights on that tree. Everywhere must have at least one singular red or green Christmas bulb. I don't know why. And people also love to put little mats underneath the tree. I think that was because originally when the tree was, a real tree, they used to put the mats there so the water, I think, didn't really, soak up into the floor. But now it's just a thing, so we just put mats underneath our trees, even if it's a plastic tree. And to finish it off, the cherry on top, no pun intended, is the topper, the tree topper. It's usually some type of star or something. Some people put other stuff on there. I personally put a top hat on there. Well, not this one specifically, but my other tree has a top hat on top of it because, it's funny. Alrighty, and that was the Christmas tree. Probably one of the most popular things about Christmas is literally the Christmas tree. It has Christmas in its name. Well, I guess Christmas songs and Christmas lights also have Christmas in its name, but it's the Christmas tree. One of the songs is literally named after Oh Christmas Tree. Christmas tree is pretty popular. Alrighty, so we talked about the outdoor decorations, but why don't we talk about the indoor decorations? People like to put stuff right next to their fireplace, like how I did, but have more flammable things there. I don't really know why it's a thing, but having socks, socks at in front of the fireplace, which could sometimes be a literal fire, like mine, it's just not a good idea. It's dangerous, and I don't know why people thought that was a good idea and not a fire hazard. And some people also like to put their, tree next to the fireplace. A tree? But instead of just a tree, people also like to put, sometimes lights around. For some odd reason, the inside of their house don't really get too many lights. There might be a light or two in a window or something. But people really love to put some more of those string with little string stuff all over the place as well, on top of stair holders, railings. I forgot what they're called. Just wrap it around a stair railing, and then boom, it's a Christmas. But honestly, having a couple of Santas, a couple of snowmen, a couple of elves around the place really makes the place feel like Christmas. Why don't we talk about snow? Yeah, so probably one of the best things to ever do is wake up in the very early morning, open up the window, and then just get absolutely blinded by the pitch white snow that's covered your front yard / side yard / backyard. Honestly, it's the best pain you'll ever feel. So this stuff is called snow. I know it's insane, but just hear me out. It's water and ice. But it's ice, but water, but it's like it's in the between ice and water is what I'm trying to say. So this stuff is it's oddly fun. I don't know why, but you go outside, you grab a big old clump of it, and you throw it at either your house or someone's head, and it's just really fun. You know, people literally have battles with this stuff. Snowball battles instead. I don't know why I said instead. That's right, you grab a big ball of snow, you get as tight as possible and as hard as possible, and you throw it at someone as hard as possible, and then they do the same thing back at you. And then you do it to them, and they do it to you, and it just keeps on going. It's a circle of life kind of thing. And eventually, you're gonna get tired. And that's how the battle ends. You just get tired, you're like, alrighty, I gotta go home. See you later, Jim. But you know, snowball fight battle things are really fun, but what's really, really fun is making a man out of snow. That's right, snowmen. You pretty much just, instead of rolling up a tiny ball, you roll up a big ball. And then you grab that big ball, you put it somewhere. Then you grab another big ball, but you make it slightly tinier, and you put it on top of the big ball. And then you grab another ball, and then you make it just a little bit tinier than the second ball. And then you put it on top of the second ball. And then what you do is you grab coal or some other stuff, and you stick it all over the snowman, like, you know, on the abdomen or whatever this part of the body's called. And you know, you make a mouth. You can make a mouth with with coal or whatever, and then grab a carrot, and you just as the nose. It's a perfect nose. Now, so the arms will have to be sticks, sticking straight out. I can't really go too far out, or else I'll break my reality by accident. But just sticking straight out, like, you know, how human hands work. And the best part is you put a top hat and a scarf on the snowman, and then biddity bam, biddity boom, that's a snowman right there. I don't know why these things are oddly fun to make, and they last like 5 weeks. One time I made a snow dog instead of a snowman. That thing lasted a long time. But that was pretty fun to make, though. Yeah. I didn't want to leave the camera's view by accident. There we go. Alrighty, so that is snow and snow battles and snowmen. Honestly, snow is probably the only time where I'm okay with, you know, the cold, as you can possibly tell. And it's just a lot of fun. Anything else except for snow? Well, actually, there is. There's this thing called a Santa Claus. I know, you probably never heard of him, but he's real. Kinda. So, Santa Claus is this big old man who breaks into your house during Christmas night or whatever, and just gives you the thing you wanted. But you have to give him a milk and some cookies in return. And you have to be a good boy. Like my dog over there. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Good boy? He's a good boy. They're good boys. There's 2 of them. Okay, I'm pretty sure you made it clear that you're a good boy. They're gonna go on for a while now. I've activated them. Okay, anyways, moving on. So, Santa Claus loves to live in the North Pole with his thousands on thousands of little elf things that make the presents for him. And then he grabs all the presents, shoves them in one big old bag, put that bag onto a sleigh, and then control the sleigh with a whole bunch of reindeer that can fly. And then he goes to every single house in pretty much the entire world in a single night. Every single house, most houses, in pretty much the entire world in one night. Most of those houses would have at least 2 cookies and 1 glass of milk. This man is going faster than the speed of light, and he is, oh my god, he should be dead because of how much he's eating and drinking. But he's Santa Claus, he can do it. And also, for some odd reason, Santa Claus loves to go to a mall, and then you can give him your child, and then your child sits on his lap and says, "Santa Claus, I want a PlayStation 5 for Christmas." And then they take a photo. Great fun! So, what else am I missing? Oh, that's right, how did I forget? We have presents! Yeah, so people like to buy other people's stuff, then grab that thing, put it into a box, wrap that box in some type of very fragile paper, then grab a bow, put it on top of the box, then grab that box with a bow on top, and then slide it underneath the Christmas tree. And then during Christmas Day, you would grab that box out, read the little tag that's on it, it says, "From Jim to Tim." It's a complicated little scenario going on there. And then you pick up that box and then you give it to Tim. And then Tim opens it and then realizes that it's a PlayStation 4. But honestly, Christmas presents are pretty fun. One of the funnest things to do with them is just rip them open as fast as possible. There's 2 types of people. People who are able to unwrap all the presents in about half an hour, and some people like me who take about the entire day to open up all the presents. I feel like that's getting a little distracting. I'm going to shove that back there. Okay, so that is pretty much everything about Christmas that I can possibly think of. Now, the main question, the question that I originally answered, the question that I originally asked at the very beginning of the video. Why is Christmas so popular? Why do I see Christmas trees in Costco during November? I mean October. I mean September. It's insane. Well, technically one of the right answers is yes, all of them. You know, every single thing is the reason why people love Christmas. But if you are, you know, a sane person, the correct answer is, hold on, let me do something. Getting free stuff. Merry Christmas.